Okay, so now category D வரைக்கும் முடிச்சாச்சு. We are entering into the advanced jump, category E. Even category E is also 2 jumps, E1, E2. But if instructor finds you well and you are able to do all the maneuvers in one jump, some will push for just one jump. So the main requirement is to complete AFF. We need to have 7 jumps, at least 7 jumps. It can be a failed jumps, it can be a repeat jumps, it can be all successful jumps. But requirement to complete AFF is all the category and at least 7 jumps. So this is my 7th jump, E category. Instructor says you have to do one barrel roll, then back flip, then front flip. These are the 3 maneuvers you have to do in this jump. If you are not able to do at least one, it's okay, we can go for next jump or like E2. Or if you are able to do all the 3 in one jump, we can just go and make it as pass. That's it. Similarly, 8 o'clock hanger for morning 8 o'clock. Then name enroll பண்றோம், emergency check ஒரு instructor வச்சு check பண்றோம். Then நம்ம instructor available இருந்தா பேர் கொடுத்துறோம். Flightல we got our lot. Then based on the type of exit we practice that exit. Then we practice how we have to do barrel roll, we practice how we have to do back flip, we practice how we have to do front flip. Then rent a rig, check the rig. Now instructor taught us to check how to check the rig in the last jump. Now you have to check on your own.
The suit, which is of canopy size 230, and 3 checks: main deployment handle, cutaway handle, reserve handle. 3 checks: 1, 2, 3, altimeter 4. Then metal fabric, metal fabric, metal fabric, metal fabric, metal fabric, metal fabric. Everything is right. Okay, ready for the call. In 5 minutes we have to be in checkpoint.
And you have to check in front of instructor. So instructor validates whether are you really checking the rig properly or not. Like 3 checks: main deployment suit, cutaway handle, reserve handle, no damage in chest straps, no damage in thigh straps. 3 ring system: metal fabric, metal fabric, metal fabric, metal fabric, metal fabric, metal fabric. This shows that the rig is really, the risers are attached to the canopy to control. Then we check from bottom, top to bottom and back to front to see if AAD is active or not. Is it really turned on? Check your altimeter, check helmet, everything. So இது மாட்டியாச்சு, ரிக்கை மாட்டிட்டு செக் பாயிண்ட் காலுக்கு போயாச்சு. ஜம்ப் பண்ணும்போது டைவ் ஃப்ளோ சொல்லணும். சேம் பேட்டர்ன்: enter the flight with the instructor, approach the flight from the rear side of the flight. Then after entering flight, put your seat belt, helmet, and buckle it up till the feet 1500. Then after 1500, release them or keep it next to you and unbuckled. And at 6000 feet, show that this is the deployment altitude. You have to deploy your main canopy. Then after 8000 feet, they will ask what is our plan. Describe what is your plan. Describe what is in your dive flows. So dive flow என்ன இருக்கு? Spotting, then solo ungripped exit. Till D1, D2, we had at least one instructor who will hold you and jump. But E category, you will jump without assistance of instructor. Means you have to jump against the wind. So it's like dive jump. Then check altimeter, be in a stable body position within 5 to 8 seconds. Maybe they can allow you till 10 seconds. Then check altimeter. Now instructor says start. Barrel roll, backflip. These two things I tried. But for some unfortunate reason I was doing it properly, but because of the height and doing those stunts, there was some air gap into the altimeter, and unfortunately I had to lose my altimeter, means it got away. கையில இருந்து தனியா வந்துருச்சு altimeter. I tried to put it back, but I could not. It was at the height of 7,000 or 7,300 feet. Then I gave the altimeter to my instructor. Then I asked, shall I deploy? I cannot speak, or even if I can speak, he will not be able to hear me. I asked, shall I deploy? He didn't say anything, or he would have said something I could not have understood. I could have not understood it. Then deploy 1. Shall I deploy? Shall I deploy? But third time I deployed. Maybe it's around like 6,300 feet or 6,400 feet. But requirement is, if you are jumping with instructor and there are 2 instructors, if you lose one instructor, stay with the another instructor. If you are jumping with only one instructor and instructor you are losing even that one instructor, no matter where you are, no matter at what altitude you are, no matter what is the level of jump you are, deploy in the AFF. But if there is at least one instructor, stay with him. The moment I gave the altimeter, I lost my arch, or I lost my direction. I was not really next to him. Then I felt, okay, it's really mean that I lost that one instructor as well. I had to deploy on my own. After deployment, I was actually in the stable body position. I deployed it properly. Then I checked his canopy controllable or not, his canopy steerable or not. Then I did everything, but later I don't know what to do because I don't have the altimeter. I don't know what is the current height I am, because at 1,300 feet I should be at least in the holding area. From holding area I have to follow the L life cycle pattern, the landing pattern, to get into the landing area, like 1,200, 1,100, 900, 600, turn right or turn left, 90 degree, 45 degree, get back to the 300 feet, prepare for landing. I lost everything because I was not having altimeter. I was at least expecting someone will guide me. I found someone or going here and there, but I cannot understand what is the height I am in. But somehow I even prayed for my mom. I just said sorry, but I cannot do it at the time. I was in a fear, but I have to land on my own. Even if it is a damage to me or I go and crash someone, it's fine, but I have to land on my own. So I did the landing, and instructor says you did well, and he says no more extra jumps of E for you, category E for you, because you landed on your own without altimeter. Of course you did barrel roll and backflip, not front flip. It's okay. Front flip is not a mandatory at all. The actual point of this jump is to show, even if you are in unstable body position, you have the skill to get back to the relaxed body position. So I did barrel roll properly, I did backflip properly. If time allowed, if altimeter was with me, I could have did front flip, but it's okay, what to do. So instructor says pass. Then he announced my name in the hangar, that congratulates Tulasi Ramon, he completed AFF successfully.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. successfully finished.
So he was having a beautiful Russian mixed English accent. I was admiring all the time.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. I'm from Austria, but I live in Russia.
Please repeat.
Yes, my name is Karin. I am from Austria, but thank God I live in Russia. It's much better than Austria.
Thank you. I'm Tulasi. I live in Bahrain.
In Bahrain, yes, my pleasure.
I'm from Belarus, but I'm living in Russia. 5,500 plus jumps, Alex. Thanks.
Then that's it. They announced my name. They declared me as AFF certified student. Now I have the privilege to jump alone, and I can do whatever I want. That's the whole point of completing AFF. 7 jumps completed. This completes my AFF journey for now. Now I am ready to go solo or coach jumps or aim for A license. That's it. See you.